guys, happy Thursday. You are almost done with your virtual learning week. You just have today's assignments and tomorrow's assignments, and we'll be at the weekend. You're almost there, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Um, we're going to start with our learning target. So if you want to pull back that bow and arrow, shoot once. Our first one says, I can find the main idea and supporting details of the text water pollution. So today we're going to be reading a text titled Water Pollution. I can answer text-dependent questions about the text water pollution. So same text, we're going to be answering those questions that we need to refer back to the text. And then our last one, I can compare and contrast similarities and differences between the text water pollution and population growth. So population growth you read yesterday, and then we're going to read water pollution today, and we're going to find some things that are the same and some things that are different. So we're going to compare and contrast the two of them. All right, today you will, I'm going to go over this quickly because it's kind of what I just said. Find the main idea and details of a new text. That new text was titled what? Water pollution. Yes. You're going to answer text-dependent questions of the text and then compare and contrast the text you read on Wednesday with today's text. So, here we are, our new text called Water Pollution. It says, let's read. Before we read, we're going to be listening and trying to figure out the main idea of this text and which details best support that main idea. Okay? So as I read, I want you to be thinking, what is this text all about? And what are some of those key sentences that help support what we're going to do for our main idea? All right, here we are. Water pollution. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and one last sentence, about 5 paragraphs that we're going to read today. Here we go, our first read. Did you know that the water we use today is the same water the dinosaurs used? What? We cannot create new water. For millions of years, the water we have has been used again and again. We have been able to do this because there are natural cycles that clean the water each time we use it. Paragraph 2. People are polluting our water. Businesses and cities dump chemicals and waste products into our rivers, lakes, and oceans. People throw trash, furniture, garbage, old tires, cars, old fencing, anything they can think of into the water. People also pollute the water by accident, by allowing their cars to leak oil and gas onto the ground. That oil and gas eventually washes into the water during rainstorms and when people clean their driveways off with water. Paragraph 3. Acid rain caused when pollution in the air mixes with rain, falls and poisons water on the surface of the earth. Beneath the earth are layers of dirt and rock that act as containers for water. We call them aquifers. Rainwater drains through the soil into the aquifers. We call the water in the aquifer groundwater. Groundwater supplies wells and springs. It is a very important source of water for all the plants and animals. Paragraph 4. Acid rain soaks into the soil like clean rainwater. It drains down into the aquifer through layers of rock that clean the water. However, the acid eats away at much of the rock and does not allow the water to filter properly. So when it reaches the groundwater, the acid rain pollutes it. It becomes unusable. What is the cure for acid rain? We have to clean up the air. All right, so what is the main idea? What is this author trying to teach us about? What is he trying to give us knowledge about? Okay, so yes, it talks about water pollution, but like Miss McSherry said yesterday, water pollution would be our topic, our one or two words that tell what we're going to be reading about. The main idea is a statement or a sentence about what the text was all about. So I want you to pause this and talk to someone, something, anything around you, your hand even, and tell what you think the main idea is. In a little bit, you will have a multiple choice question that is asking you what the main idea of water pollution is. So just be ready. Think about it. All right, welcome back. Now I need to know which detail best supports your main idea. So whatever main idea you came up with, I now need you to choose a sentence or two or three that is very, very important and matches your main idea, okay? So if my main idea was it's raining cats and dogs and then I say a lizard walked by, that wouldn't be a detail that supports. I need to tell why it's raining cats and dogs and something about rain, cats, and dogs. They all have to fit together kind of like a puzzle, okay? So pause your video and think about and talk about a detail that supports the main idea you chose. All right, welcome back. We're now moving on to our second learning target where we need to use the text to answer some questions. Now, you're probably noticing that these questions are staying the same this week, so you should be becoming experts on these two questions. So, if you need to hear this story read to you again, rewind our video a little bit so you can hear one more time. When you are listening again or you read on your own, you need to be thinking about these questions. What does the text say is an issue? Remember, an issue is a what? Problem or problema. People are facing with fresh water. What is the problem here in this text? Is it different or the same as the text we've been reading this week? All right. And then how does the issue affect people? The problem that's in this story, how is it affecting the people around? Okay. This problem that I'm thinking of, it can affect us and where we live too currently. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about our first question. So in just a moment, you're going to pause the video and tell someone something. What is the issue or problem people are facing with water pollution? Okay, what is the problem with water pollution? All right, welcome back. We've got one more question. How does the issue affect people? Remember, the word affect means to make a difference or impact. How is this changing the lives of people? So, how does this issue affect people? I need to know how your problem you chose is affecting others. Pause, turn and talk to somebody around you, a brother, a sister, a friend. Call up your friend, text your friend about it. Let's see how it is. You can even call me if you want. All right, last thing we're doing today are comparing and contrasting. Now, I do this with my hands because I'm showing how my hands are the same. They fit together, they're the same size, my pinkies match together. this is how things are the same. But I also could find things that are different, things that set my hands apart, okay? Like this pointer finger has a freckle on it. Is it the same as this pointer finger? No, they're kind of different because of that one little freckle. So I'm going to reread to you today population growth, and we're going to be thinking of some things that are similar and some things that are different. Okay? Population growth. If you live in a major city, you see the effects of population growth every day. When more people move into an area, a whole slew of support facilities must be built. Housing developments, roads, shopping areas, and commercial and industrial facilities. Not only is land disturbed when development occurs, but the stress on the water resources of the region is increased supply everyone with water. Now, I'm already thinking of some things that were the same. And then now I think I need to dig back in deeper to both of these texts to see what in fact is different about them. They have different problems, they have different effects on people. So what's the same and what's different? Pause and talk to a friend. You can call me. All right. Now, we are done with the lesson portion of today. When you go to your Canvas course, you are going to see Thursday, May 7th. You clicked here because you're watching me, and then you're going to click on your assignment. Now, this is going to take you to our quiz for today. On our quiz for today, the text is here first, okay? So you reread the text. Then you're going to click on this blue button to begin your test, okay? You have 2 attempts at this quiz. This will be your first one. If you get a bad score on it, I would go and rewatch the video and then take my quiz again. So I'm going to begin the quiz. It's loading. All right, as you can see here, you have your text provided. And number 1, what is the main idea of population growth? Go back in, find those repeating words, look at the first sentence, look at the last sentence. Use those different skills and strategies to find the main idea. It is an ABCD question. When you're finished answering number 1, you can click next over here. Oh, y'all can't see me. Oh, there's next too. Or you can use the question tabs. You can click on number 2 here. Some of you had a problem scrolling last week on a quiz like this, so you don't really need to scroll. You just need to click number 2, okay? A detail that supports the main idea is, so this needs to make sure it matches with the answer you chose for number 1. If you need the text again, you can click on this button. It will take you back to the text. Then you go on to number 3. Number 3 is a fill in the blank. It is that text dependent question. What is the issue or problem people are facing with water pollution? You can type here whenever you want to write your answer. Okay, then we're moving on to number 4. According to the text, how does this problem affect people? This problem affects people by, and tell me your answer. Then number 5. Woo, I'm looking at 2 different texts. What do I think is going to happen here? Oh, what is the similarity between the main idea of population growth and water pollution? I'm looking for how those 2 main ideas are the same. And then our last question is the 2 texts and how are they different? So be sure to click the blue submit when you're finished, and your teachers cannot wait to see your scores. Happy Thursday. See you later.